What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 10 of our Pokemon Gadir Deluxe walkthrough. In the previous video, we defeated Gym Leader Sakurina and earned another gym badge. We also had an encounter with a wild Rick Astley. We got rickrolled, and in today's episode, we are exploring Route 6. We are going to head back to Tarafa City. And we've just found a daycare, so we are going to leave 2 Pokemon here to just slowly level up. We're going to explore Route 6, battle a few trainers, and see if there are any interesting Pokemon to pick up. We've also just been gifted a Ditto from that girl, so that's going to be really valuable, especially if you plan on breeding some Pokemon at the daycare. But we have caught up with Arena here, and Route 6 looks absolutely beautiful. There's all these pinky purple flowers about, and it looks like there's some kind of ruin here that we might be able to enter as well. So we'll go and do some exploring and see what's all inside there. We enter the ruin, but there's not all that much that we can do. It looks like we need some kind of key to open the gates. Both of the entrances are blocked. The one door is locked and there's some kind of puzzle there, so I don't know if we have to unlock a different maneuver. But as we head down south, we run into our buddy Orange. It looks like he's been hanging out with Gym Leader Dave, and apparently they're gonna go off to Wingull Island and go do some training together. So that sounds really good for Orange. Hopefully he'll get a bit stronger with his team. But now we head down south. There's a couple more trainers for us to take on, and you can find some interesting Pokemon along this route. We find another ruin and we interact with a statue inside, and we get teleported back to the dream world. And here we have found Onixit, the Pokemon god of the dream world, and he's pretty upset that we woke him up again. All he wants to do is eat and sleep. So he does want some food. He asks if we can bring some berries or some kind of food for him. So if you do want to come back and do that, I'm guessing it's a little side quest. At least now we know where to find him. We pick up a full heal, and there are some cool Pokemon here. You can actually find Spritzy, which is a fairy type Pokemon. And in this game, it has been given a new evolution. So we are going to try and catch a Spritzy and possibly add it to the team at some stage. I do like trying all these new Fakemon that have a lot of evolutions. But we are back at Tarafa City, and we have entered the gym. And as we enter the gym, we find Gym Leader Alec, but he said there's a problem. Something is broken in his gym, something in the ceiling, and he needs a metal plate in order to repair it. So we are going to have to help him before we can take him on. He asks us to meet him at Route 8, and that's exactly what we have done. And it looks like it's a desert area. There's a whole bunch of sand, and I like the theme. It's a lot different from all the other themes that we have experienced. There are a couple trainers here to battle, and you can find some new interesting Pokemon. Unfortunately, we don't have the next HM maneuver to cut or burn some of those logs that are blocking the way. But we have just bumped into Roud, and he has chased off another Pokemon that he thinks is not strong enough for him. And he wants a rematch, so we are happy to oblige. We're going to take on Roud again and hopefully teach him a lesson again. The first Pokemon he sends out was Eevee, and we knocked out Eevee pretty easily. But now he has sent out his starter Pokemon Quaxwell, which is at level 26. We decided to send out Onite to have a type advantage against Quaxwell. We have knocked out Roud's starter Pokemon, and now he has sent out a level 25 Kilowattrel, which is a flying and electric type. We sent out Pikachu, I'm not sure why, but he has swapped in a Duosion. We have still got our Graveler, which would be much more useful against an electric type. So we swap in Graveler, Graveler knocks out Duosion and one-shots Kilowattrel. So we made light work of Roud, and we taught him another lesson. He must be furious now that he has lost twice in a row. We pick up a hyper potion and explore a little bit more of the area. We head over to the top west side, but there's some quicksand and I think you need an HM maneuver in order to go through there. So we're going to go back and keep heading east. And it looks like we have made our way to the next little village. There's a place called Pelleo village. We pick up a few berries and just explore if there's anything else, but it looks like that's all that we can reach at the moment. We arrive in Pelleo village, we can heal up our team. We chat to a woman in the Pokemon Center, and now we can get to exploring. I don't think the town is all that big, but we'll come and chat to everyone, see if there's any side quests or any items. We have just found a calcium in the trash can, so that's pretty interesting. We head up north and find a water well. This must be where everyone gets their water from. And there's also a few houses around. And there's a little beach. So we're going to activate this radar and see what Pokemon can be found here. It looks like there are only 3 and you might have to do fishing in order to encounter them. But let's go and check out the houses. We enter the first house on the right and you can buy some really cool items here. There are a lot of vendors. So if you do need any items to boost your Pokemon stats or any interesting hold items, come and check out these vendors. Here are even some items to heal up your Pokemon and things. So we bought a few odds and ends, but now we're going to head over to the next house. And here it looks like there's a little side quest for us. There's a woman who's given us some sunscreen and she tells us that we need to go and try and find her sister. She's probably in the ruins, and she said that we must give her some sunscreen because she burns really easily from the sun. We enter the next house and there's another little side quest. There's a guy that wants to see the Pokemon Thug burn, so if you can show him that, he might give you a little reward. I think Thug burn is the evolved form of Spiritus or something. I think we traded that Pokemon earlier on in the game. And there's another little side quest where a guy wanted to see if we had incinerated 10 items, but we haven't unlocked that maneuver yet. We still need to try and get Incinerate. But we have finally now caught up with Gym Leader Alec, and we've spotted some Team Tectonic members, so they must be up to something. There's also a ruin there, so Alec wants us to go into the ruin because apparently that's where the metal plate can be found. We encounter an Mnake, which is a pretty interesting fire-type Pokemon. If you're looking for a cool Fakemon that's a fire type, you might want to come and give it a catch. We've caught us just in case, and we've also picked up a Firestone. But now we've entered the ruin, and it's a bit of a puzzle. As you can see, the woman that we were looking for to give the sunscreen to is this woman. Her name is Zatara. So we give her the sunscreen and she gives us a bit of information. She said there is a puzzle here, but she can't work it out. So you actually have to look at all these statues. There are 4 Pokemon statues in the back and you have to match the same order. So the first display from the left is going to be an eagle, and then we're going to change the second one to a snake. And now on the very far right, we're going to change it to a lion, and the one next to it to the left is an owl. Once you have changed all of those to match the statues, you can go and activate the door. And if you've got them all correct, it will unlock. So we enter this mysterious room, and Zatara said she's going to get out of here. She's going to go and try and catch up with her sister. But we have found a rare candy in here, and there's also a statue of some kind of evolution. It looks pretty creepy, but we'll show you what that's about toward the end of this video. There is a brand new evolution in this game, and it looks incredible. So we are going to try and evolve our Eevee into that new steel type evolution. But now we have taken on one of the Team Tectonic grunts blocking the entrance, and we have entered a new ruin. And again, there is another puzzle here. So this is going to be really interesting. I really enjoy the puzzles. They have really nailed the puzzles in this game as well. So there are a couple Team Tectonic grunts to battle along the way, but they aren't too tough at all. And now we have reached the first little puzzle. So as you can see, there's a statue on the wall that will shoot a ball of fire, and then you can change the direction of the crystals. And the ball can ricochet off the crystal and bounce off. The goal is to direct the fireball to the little fire pit, and when that sets alight, it will unlock a new gate. So with these crystals, the first one you're going to direct to the left, the second one you're going to direct up, and then the third one you're going to direct to the right. You then go back to the statue and set off the fireball with the little switch. And if you've done everything correct, there will be a fire there. So we've nailed the first puzzle. That was a lot of fun. And now we're going to try and proceed and see if there's another one of those. So it looks like we've got to try and unlock 2 puzzles. That was just half of the challenge. As you can see, the gate is halfway down now. All of that was toward the right side of the main door. Now we are going to explore the left side of the main door. And we have found a few more Team Tectonic grunts, so we are battling them all. And yes, we have found another little puzzle. So as you can see, there is a statue with a mechanism that shoots the fireball. So we're going to change this crystal to the right. We're going to change the second one to the top. So this is a bit easier than the first puzzle we did. And yes, we have set the fire pit alight, and there's been another shake. So I'm hoping the main door will be fully open now. We're just exploring the last little bits of the area here that we haven't explored, but it looks like there's not all that much we can do. There is a place to show a Pokemon here, which can unlock a door, but I've got no idea which Pokemon you have to show. It might be the new evolution steel type, but I'm not sure. We'll have to come back and check on that. But we've entered another room with another puzzle or two. So here you've just got to move the crystal to face down to set the little pit on fire, and that's on the right hand side. On the left hand side, it looks like the statue is broken, so we are also going to move that crystal to face down. But now we're going to go back to the previous crystal and make it face left so that it will bounce to the other side. And yes, we have set the second pit on fire and unlocked another door. We enter the new room and we find Team Tectonic boss Marga here. We have spotted Marga before when we battled the boss Helcho, but we've never battled Marga, so I'm pretty scared, but let's get this battle going. Marga's first Pokemon she sends out is a Maractus, and our Onite knocks it out pretty easily. We didn't even heal up our team before this battle, so we were already 1 Pokemon down. But the next Pokemon she sends out, and her strongest Pokemon, is Vespiquen. She did use her Bond Crystal to try and boost its stats, but our Graveler knocked it out pretty easily. The third Pokemon Marga has sent out is Gourgeist, the Ghost and Grass type Pokemon. She has swapped in a Meowstic, which is a Fairy type, but we've still got 3 Pokemon left, so we've decided to send in Pikachu. Pikachu did a bit of damage, but unfortunately got knocked out. Onite has knocked out Meowstic and now just has to finish off Gourgeist. We one-shot Gourgeist and we've done it. We've defeated Marga, the Team Tectonic boss. Our Onite has also learnt a brand new move. And Marga has a sore head, and all of a sudden the whole room gets set alight around us, so I don't know what's going on. But luckily, Gym Leader Alec has finally caught up with us, so I don't know what we're going to do. I've got a feeling that Marga is going to use one of those orbs to try and escape again. All of a sudden she starts glowing and the whole room turns orange and she disappears. But luckily Alec did find his metal plate at the end of that, so he can actually go back and repair his gym now. There is a little cutscene with Marga and another strange character, a green character, so I don't know, that must be the third villain in Team Tectonic. We arrive back in Tarafa City, but we're going to take on the gym leader in the next one. Thanks for watching.